Hi guys, it's Olivia here from Olivia's Catastrophe, and today I'm giving you the 5 tips to write more. I am somebody who loves to write, and this is going to be part of the Writing 101 series that I have going on. I'm not very dedicated to this series, but I'm going to try and post more for this series. So let's start with tip number 1. My first tip to writing more is to always have a notebook with you. It's a very simple tip, but lots of people don't do it. And here's how it's going to help you. So this notebook is my planner / agenda / creative writing notebook, which means I will always have it with me because it's how I plan my whole life out. And whenever I have an idea for a poem, I write on a separate piece of paper, like a note. I always have a separate piece of paper somewhere in here for some reason. I write on a separate piece of paper the title. Then, when I feel more inspired later, usually I'm thinking about this, then I put down my plan for my poem, short story or novel. And then whenever I have the time, I draft out the entire poem. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, that's what I do. I draft out the entire poem. So just by having a simple notebook with you, you always have all your ideas in one place. If you feel inspired and want to add to one single idea, you can just chuck the title down, you can chuck the plan down, you can chuck the whole thing down. It's up to you and how much time you have. Carrying a notebook with you means you'll never lose an idea, and if you have all your ideas, it means you will always have more that you can write with when you want to sit down and write. Tip number 2. I know lots of people like to do NaNoWriMo and write 1,600 words a day and just zoom through that whole novel, but let's be realistic. Not everybody has time to do so. Writing 300 words a day can really help you. You hear this advice a lot, but it means so much. Wake up half an hour extra before you go to school or to work, or just, stay up half an hour later before you go to bed and write those 300 words. Be dedicated. If you do that for 90 days, people say, you have formed a habit and it'll be much easier to do. So then on a calendar, mark 90 days for the first 90 days you do it, and you will feel proud by the time you're done. Don't let anybody stop you from writing those 300 words. Shut yourself in a room, get it down. Tip number 3 to writing more. Sometimes you really feel like you just don't have time to write and you feel a bit down. I don't really have a lot of time to dedicate to my novel while I'm doing the IB, and that's going to be fair. I've kind of stopped writing it. But, what happens with writing is you stop writing one of your projects, you feel guilty, so you don't write, and then you never go back to writing. But you know what's been my lifesaver? Poetry. Short stories. Really, if you're finding it hard to write your novel, take a break from it. I received the best advice from my older sister that I would like to share with you, and that is, if you're finding it hard to write your main novel, take a break and write a spin-off series with your main novel, and that can be a series of short stories set before your novel, set after your novel, set during your novel, where you delve into the characters' lives a bit more. So you tell like the secondary characters' backstories in a short story collection or something like that, and that means you're staying plugged in and engaged with your novel, but you are writing something different and you're getting a breather from your novel, and you can just, use that information later on, chuck it into your story if you want, or whatever you want to do with it. So it's somehow a good way to take a break but still being plugged in, and it was so genius. It helped me so much. Oh, my sister is amazing. You should really check out her blog. I'll leave a link below to that. Tip number 4 is very stereotypical, but it's to read. Read. And people say read outside of the genre you're writing, read in the genre you're writing, but also read books on how to write. Take time to watch videos on how to write. Immerse yourself with writers everywhere. And as soon as you see Google Plus will be giving you communities to do with writing, if you even use Google Plus. Your Snapchat will be showing you stories of authors like Jenny Han and Veronica Roth. Their Snapchats are amazing. I'll leave the username so you can add them. Or, me. I also talk about writing online. And then you have, Snapchat is showing it to you, Google Plus, Instagram. Whenever you're on your social media, you'll see writers. Whenever you watch something on YouTube, you'll see writers. And you know what? The more you see writers in your life, the more compelled you will feel to write. And tip number 5 is to get your booty outdoors. If it's freezing, if it's boiling, go outside. You know what? The outside world, it's out there. It's beyond that window. There's a window over there, just in case you didn't know. But yeah, it's beyond that window, and the outside world is full of inspiration because it's where everything originally comes from. And if you just sit there and you think for a bit, you're going to have so many thoughts come to you. I mean, just look at Virginia Woolf. She goes outside, she lives life, she thinks, she develops, she writes. You know, you can be Virginia Woolf. So those are 5 of my tips to write more, and I'll be seeing you next week with another video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. In the comment section below, tell me if you have any tips to write more, because I can always make a part 2 of this video, and I can always use more tips myself. And of course, if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, because you know, video every week coming your way. I'll see you next week with another video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye!